Grand Rosin, my people, and welcome to the B.O.D. HQ, where all of my videos are for entertainment purposes only. And with enough being said, let's get right into footage. Welcome back to the B.O.D. Today we have a crazy lineup. Got some videos that could restore your faith into humanity. Got some videos of hundreds of thousands of jellyfish washing up. The videos of who's the best sniper and where they come from, and much more.
These are all dead jellyfish, you guys. What is going on? All of these. Look at this. This is so... It's so sad. This is so sad.
That's so many jellyfish. That's crazy. What would make that happen?
What country produces the best snipers?
Oh, what country? I would say Germany's pretty good. Germany's pretty good. That's almost like, that's basically where sniping started.
Why do you think Germans produce the best snipers?
They've had their schools for so long. In the United States, military branch-wise, Marines, the Marine Corps, they produce the best, absolute best snipers. I shot with the Marine Corps in the international sniper competition, and that was like 60 or so sniper teams from all around the world. They believe the Marines got third place. We got fourth place.
Worldwide.
Worldwide.
Who was first?
Delta Force was first.
Delta's first.
Delta
is still ahead of Marines when it comes down to being a sniper.
They're really good.
Who's second? Navy SEALs or?
Surprisingly, no. Who was Green Berets were second. The Green Berets were second.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Your alkaline water is actually fake. You guys didn't know. Look at the back of the bottle. Your alkaline water has a list of ingredients. Taking our pH drops, we're going to expose its true colors. So when we put the drops in, it's going to give us a certain color, right? Anything red, orange is going to be acidic. Anything purple, as you see right here, is considered alkaline. Since body armor has chemicals, it's not going to stay the same color. See that? It's acidic. What's cool though, when you start drinking the real alkalized water, your body will begin to alkalize itself very quickly. You see that? Boom.
I'm scared.
Oh no. That's a sad situation, it really is. But look, discipline starts at an early age. However, you're gonna have to put on some boxing gloves because I'm
I'll put my snake in here real quick.
Man, don't get
Man,
shot.
hold my snake like I go to the
Bullshit! I mean, boy. Oh.
You hold my snake like I go to the bathroom.
Ah! What? No! You
I got a question. Don't hold my snake.
Oh!
You gonna tell them about the weed we got in the truck?
Stop. I don't have nothing. He's lying.
Well, we couldn't even play like that.
What do you think of white people?
White people, they straight, you know. They just like me, you know.
Okay.
They straight, just, you know, they just stay white and we black, you know.
To me, nothing wrong with white people. I love them just like I love the blacks. And I wouldn't mind marrying one of them. Ain't nothing wrong with the people by their color.
Human, just like me. I'm black, just with a different color of skin. That's about it.
Right. But you find there's a difference in the way you're treated by white people as opposed to black people?
Well, you know, they haven't treated me wrong in no kind of way.
Never?
Never. I ain't never had no static with no white person.
Hold on. Oh yeah. Why not? Come on. Come on. Nigga, can I get a cigarette?
Can I get a cigarette? What you
man.
smoking on over
You
there?
can't get no cigarette. You burnt out.
What's that?
Meth, booze.
What the fuck you doing meth for? Why you doing meth?
Because a real nigga gotta do what a
Ain't
real
no
nigga
fucking
gotta do.
real nigga gotta do what a real
Is
nigga
that
gotta
shit-
do.
Is that shit turning gold on us?
What are you talking about? A nigga do
Lamberry.
meth? What are you talking about? A nigga do meth?
Why you do I do meth.
You a black man. I'm a black man, but I got white sand in me. Stop doing stuff like that, nigga.
Oh, yeah. He's the villain.
It's a great way to modify your matches for much easier fire starting if you ever get stranded out in the wilderness. This makes them waterproof and burn with a much bigger and longer lasting flame. You just want to grab a bundle of strike anywhere matches, some jute twine, and I'll heat up some wax using a double boiler. While that melts, I'll wrap my matches with the twine, form a bite, and then wrap it around until you get all the way to the top, then pass your loose end through the loop. Then I'll pull on the opposite end to tighten it up. I'll trim one of the ends off. I made a few more, and now they're ready to dip into the hot wax. Give them a good soak, then I'll let them dry and trim off the ends. Then they're ready to keep in your survival pack or your camping pack for when you need them. They're pretty easy to light, and they should burn pretty hot for about 5 or 6 minutes.
Do you guys remember taking 2 soup cans and a string and making a telephone with your friend? I've made the same kind of thing with solo cups, some metal foil, and a speaker cone spring. But when I put this thing up against my beehive, have y'all ever heard of anything like this before?
Bro, I know y'all see this.
What the
fuck is going on? This is in Arizona, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Sorry for my language.
What?
I don't know what's going on. Look at all this stuff. You see this shit in the sky?
They're circling.
They're circling literally.
Something.
They are circling literally. They are circling literally. What is this? Somebody please tell me. I don't know what this is.
There's something at the bottom too.
Tacos. Yo, look, I don't know about y'all. These last clips, are we gonna believe them? Think they're trying to deceive us? What about the bees? Is that real? Is that fake? I mean, we obviously know that everything's communicating in its own way. Animals, insects, people, whatever. Everything's communicating in its own way. But what about that last clip? Clips like that, are real. Even had to excuse my language. I know that I'm tripping, but man, what is that? Because he literally doesn't know. What do you guys think? Express yourself down below. Tell me what you think about these last clips.
$9.50 for these two?
Yeah.
Could I get 38 more of them?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Wait, how long would it take you to make them?
20 to 30 minutes.
Okay, we'll take your time.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
$10 for 2 tacos.
How much is it?
Okay, $333.
$333?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're doing a
Never.
catering or
Catering the homeless shelter.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Wait.
One moment, I'll be right back. Oh, no, we're going to take care of it today.
All 40 of them.
All 40 of them.
Who said I could have this for free?
Our owner, Tom.
Do you care if I talk to him quick?
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you Tom? Yeah. She mentioned that it's for free?
For free.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Thanks so much, man.
You're welcome. 40.
Is that the lick?
I should have got her Instagram. Works every time.
Listen to this, because this is very fucking wild.
About 10 days after 9/11, I went through the Pentagon, and one of the generals called me in. He said, "Sir, you gotta come in. You gotta come in and talk to me a second." He says, "We've made the decision. We're going to war with Iraq." I said, "We're going to war with Iraq? Why?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I guess it's like we don't know what to do about terrorists, but we got a good military and we can take down governments." So I came back to see him a few weeks later, and by that time we were bombing in Afghanistan. I said, "Are we still going to war with Iraq?" And he said, "Oh, it's worse than that." He said, "I just got this down from upstairs," meaning the Secretary of Defense office today, and he said, "This is a memo that describes how we're going to take out 7 countries in 5 years, starting with Iraq and then Syria, Lebanon, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and finishing off Iran."
It's like insane that this was just said. How do they not talk about that every day?
You'll never believe your feet can do this.
We're gonna see how the earthing or the grounding affects your blood. We're gonna take her blood, put it on the slide, microscopic slide and take a look. As you can see, all her red blood cells are stacked up. This is called a stacked up cell. And see, let's go see if the earthing can help improve a level. They're actually earthing right now, and they're just starting to ground. So we'll see them back in 10 minutes. Let's see how the earthing or the grounding has affected blood. As you can see, the blood, before and after the earthing, is obviously changed. So after you do the earthing, the blood can circulate better. This is a good example.
Even the little kid try to get some action. Eating that.
You okay? What's going on? Who's coming? Talk to me.
Oh my god! Please. Get out of my house! Get out of my house! Get out of my house! What's up, dog? Get out!
No, don't do it.
Why?
Because that contains this. So if you're drinking that, you're drinking that.
When that child misbehaves, I'm calling mom the first time. and I know people think that's not right. It is right. Because you got to understand, we're up here teaching these teachers to redirect them. They can only do so much redirecting before it's just out of hand. That's why you got to raise. My birth mother, and we don't, and I'll give her credit, we don't even on the best term. My birth mother said something to me, and I'll never forget it. She said, I'll raise you where if something happened to me, somebody else will want to take care of you. And what I have noticed today is that people raise children where they can deal with them, and then expect everybody else to put up with it. Your child is not always going to be with just you. You have to raise your child to how they can survive in the world with or without you. That's being polite. That's being nice. My grandmother told me respect will carry you further than money. And I learned that when I was in college. I was respectful to the women that was around me. So then they would bring me food. They would do all of these things. Why? Because I was respectful. And in a world today where there isn't any respect, you need to teach your child to do it because that's what's going to set them aside from the rest of them. So yes, when they come into your classroom, it's your job to set the tone for what's not going to be in here. And the moment that child starts misbehaving, they got to go. Because we already know mom will come in and say, well, they don't do that at home. Well, take them home.
I ain't dealing with no bad kids.
Did you hear the news? Oh, you mean other than the fact that Thomas Crook's body is now apparently missing? You mean just like Lee Harvey Oswald's body went missing after the JFK attempted assassination? No, that's not what I'm referring to. Perhaps you're referring to the onslaught of monkeypox news that is hitting us. Let's take a look at some. So we got Mpox virus detected in Pakistan. Let's go. We got Sweden reporting its first case of monkeypox. Meanwhile, you have monkeypox being detected in the wastewater of 2 different districts in San Francisco, as well as in New Jersey. We got wastewater monkeypox in New Jersey, with the World Health Organization saying, get ready for mega lockdowns. Well, look, whatever happens, you know we can trust our government and the authorities, the proper authorities, to do what's best for us.
Because y'all irk my nerve,
I'm gonna irk yours even better. It was cute how you thought you was gonna stop me by getting my account banned, but baby, I got multiple. So anyway, let's talk about this, right? So they love to say that 12 million came through, right? On the slave boat situation, right? However, one thing I never understand is how come they got all these pictures of everything else at that time, but only paintings of the slave boats and people who came over here. It's only paintings. There's no actual physical pictures of any type of slavery. Keep that in mind, okay? Now, you know what I find quite odd? About 12 million immigrants passed through the Ellis Island. We had Russian, Italian, Slavs, Booty, Greeks, Poles, Serbs, and Turks. Now, these are some of the immigrants.
She's foolish.
Now, you tell me if that looks like a melanated person, melanated slave, coming off of a ship. Because it looks like to me, that's y'all coming off a ship. Now, here's the crazy part about this. Like, y'all love to talk about last names and everything, right? Well, check it. These were only a few of the last names that came off of that train, right? Only a few. You guys actually took on people's names because your names were way too complicated. I mean, Mike Halivoka, how do you even pronounce this stuff? Now, here's the thing. When you do pull up Ellis Island, it likes to pull up this little article talking about African Americans, but I want you to keep in mind, African American wasn't invented until 1980, and this is back in 1920s, right? So, yeah, but I want you guys to take a look at the melanated people during that time. Wow. Looks pretty royal to me. What does it say right here? Guadalupe women, French, what? What is that? West Indies. Oh. Then we on to another topic called Angel Island. Yeah. Y'all was on Ellis and Angel. You feel me? Y'all came through Angel Island as well. But guess who came through Angel Island? The who? And who? Japanese. Chinese. Boom. This don't look like my people. I mean, what y'all doing coming up over here? Look at that. He look like a Native American to me. So does he. These look like Native Americans. Look at them. These are the people that came on Angel Island from China and Japan. I mean, just look. Look at that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we got y'all. We found, oh, yeah. Y'all ain't slick, baby. Keep this number in mind. Keep this number in mind, because what that say? It's the same amount of numbers? Something off. Somebody lying. And then another question would be that I want y'all to think about just to end the video. If we were supposedly slaves from Africa, why is it that African Americans own the most aired property in America? Why is that? We own the most property. Shouldn't it be y'all? Because this is supposedly y'all land? But when you logically think about it, the people that will own the most property will be the people whose land it is. Bingo. Y'all have a nice day, because I know I will.
What y'all think? Express yourself down below. That was deep.
Son? Don't say nothing. Just give me your black card, bro. Just give it to me.
For what?
You in a room full of white people, and you the only black nigga there.
There's only one white person in the room.
They turning you to an Oreo, bro.
You said a room. You said give you my black card.
Yeah, give it to me, bro.
Yeah, you mean your food stamps, nigga? I'm a Congolese person. I'm not one of you street American black hobo bitch, bro. Okay, don't get it mixed up. Okay, you could have just came here, been nice. We could have a cool conversation. I'm not one of you black Americans. Moi, je suis Congolais. Je suis prince du Congo. Tu me connais pas, alright? Don't play with me, man. I'm not one of you.
Well, I feel like Africans are more racist towards black Americans than any other. Like, it's bad. It's really bad. The worst stereotypes of black people, that's what they look at. When I was in the military, I used to tell my black friends, I'm like, yo, Y'all need to quit claiming this African American stuff. I remember before I came to America, my friends told me, this is messed up. When you get to America, stay away from the niggas.
They fired me today for spreading the truth. Should I post everything?
Stuff like this. Just put it here. Plastic and all, don't even matter. Plastic, cardboard boxes, pallets, everything's grounded into this right here. And that right there is cooked at like 1,000 degrees in there. Then I'll show you the rest of the process in a minute. Trash. All that. This is waste from different businesses, bakeries, cookie places, all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of your favorite foods, but they just molded and old. Got a bunch of rats and stuff in them. Yep.
Never had fried chicken ever in my life, so my first time is gonna be Popeye, so let's try it.
Boy, out of pocket.
This is good.
Now look at here. I've been eating fried chicken my whole damn life. Only thing it ever made me was fat. It never made me black though. What recipe you using?
Black people, the reason why you're in the position that you're in is because you're not working hard enough. It is no reason why somebody from another country should be able to come to the United States and be further ahead than you in so little time. Stop sitting on this app complaining.
I need this message
Handouts.
to go out to our vice president who's running for president. I have heard all over social media about, excuse me if I say anything wrong, immigrants getting loans, money. It was hard for me to believe. It was just extremely hard for me to believe. I've been in business such a long time. Back in 2019, I purchased my first food truck. It cost me over $25,000. I paid it cash money. I worked hard to pay for this truck. I'm now selling it because I'm doing other things, but I'm selling it. I had a guy come to look at purchasing my vehicle or my food truck, and he explained to me he's an illegal immigrant. He has no credit. He has no money in the bank. But he showed me his paperwork that he will receive funds to purchase my food truck. I'm thankful that he's buying it, but I'm hurt that I worked so hard to pay cash for my food truck. I have good credit, can't even get a business loan because of the color of my skin. I have veterans in my family. I'm a veteran. I've been self-employed for so long. But somebody, please tell me, how do I work so hard to have somebody who comes to this country, not long, no credit, and he shows me paperwork where they'll be funding him money to buy my food truck. And when I talked to the bank, they told me usually they have to go straight to a dealership because I'm a private sale. But for special circumstances, they're going to, they allow it. But I need my president to tell me why I worked so hard all these years, all these decades. Couldn't get a business loan, but I bust my ass to get the money to create my business. And we got immigrants coming here. And they're getting money. Money! We're doing nothing but just being here. It's not right, and I want answers.
Whole time, they funding these motherfuckers. Whole time, they're keeping us divided. Whole time, it's another system at play. Whoo, them systems.
What do y'all think? Express yourself down below. Should it ever
What
be
if
that
it's
hard?
too hard? I'm gonna push through. What if it's too rough? I'm gonna push through. What if it's too tough? I'm gonna push through. What if you're just too young? That's not true. What if you're not good enough? That's not true. Why? Because I can do anything I put my mind to. I believe in you. Shut up. Believe in yourself. Hey, hi. Tell me why. We push through anything we put our minds to.
Did you hear the news? You're talking about how Australia will be requiring its citizens in a new piece of legislation to submit identification in order to access the internet and social media. That's not good, but also not what I'm referring to. Perhaps you're referring to the military parade that the Taliban in Afghanistan held yesterday, in which it showcased an array of NATO and US weapons, including helicopters, which had been left behind. Shout out Sean Ryan. Also, nah. Perhaps you're referring to the fact that Israel has now dropped more bombs on Gaza than the Germans dropped on Britain, than we dropped on Dresden and Hiroshima combined. Nah, bro, apparently Travis Kelce won't propose to Taylor Swift without a prenup. Aw, but I thought it was true love. All right, so we brought some smoke yesterday to Trump. Now let's bring it to Kamala. It's your turn, Kamala, because look at this picture that just popped up. Looks like Trump ain't the only presidential candidate to have, attended events with Ghislaine Maxwell. That's clearly her. If you look at the dress, you can see the silver stuff, same earrings. I mean, this should be no surprise to anyone, though. I mean, frankly, this just actually adds to my theory that both sides are colluding. They're all being controlled by the same people that, compromised celebrities and billionaires with Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell. CIA, Mossad, whoever. Literally whoever. The FBI too. So, yeah, there it is. I mean, frankly, this just shows that what I'm saying is probably true. Both sides are corrupted by the same filthy, filthy money. Have a good day.
They were watching over him, even in the afterlife. Sean from Off Grid and Growing explains that not so long ago, they suffered the loss of their beloved dogs, Nelly and Nikki. In their memory, Sean put together a memorial site to never forget them. As a few nights pass, just by their graveside, Sean makes a shocking discovery.
All right, everybody, I need your opinion on this, because it's either creepy or really cool. Could this be Nelly and Nikita keeping a watchful eye on the property from beyond? What's really interesting is how the two orbs are staying perfectly, horizontal and together as they're floating around the property up there. And what really makes this truly interesting to me is how they disappear right into Nelly and Nikita's grave. And when those two orbs disappear into Nelly and Nikita's grave, this other orb floats over really slowly into the center of the property and just sits there.
Sean believes this is the spirit of their two dogs looking over them from the other side. He was at church recording the choir when he sees this. A woman by the name Mariana explains that her father has sent her a video watching the church choir, and that while watching the video, she noticed something straight out of a nightmare.
In the church? Inside? The
Amidst
holy
the
place?
people, as he pans the camera, a pale, lifeless figure can be seen, watching him. No one seems to notice it and continue their ceremony, as if they're unable to see it. Neither her or her father have any idea who or what this thing could be.
How come all the scary guys are the nice ones?
If you are intimately familiar with violence, and you are capable of violence, the less you have to prove, and the less amount of violence you have to do to ever be successful at anything. My family will never know the amount of violence I've done to understand how soft and gentle I am to them. My kids have never seen a harsh hand out of anger. If there's harshness, it's out of love and wanting them to be a better people. But you're 100% right. These monsters out there are the nicest people on the planet.
Yeah.
And it's because they're capable of doing so much. Jordan Peterson talks extensively about you should be capable of doing violence. And he's a good person because he chooses to be kind. If you're not capable of hurting somebody and you don't hurt somebody, that doesn't mean you're good. that just means you're useless. But if I'm able to take your face off, but I choose to be kind and gracious and giving and selfless to you, now I'm good.
America's going to be the poorest country in the world starting now. You're going to see the biggest crashes happening right now. So that's good for me because the price of gold and silver go up. So this time I went to the slums of Mumbai. What shocks most people is America never had slums like that. Today, slums are everywhere across America. The slums of Mumbai are spreading across America. The big shift, it's Russia, China versus America, Europe. The Chinese are threatening to shift the yuan to gold. And if they do that, US dollar collapses. If that happens, America. So that's why I've been saying this is trash. It's commodities, silver and gold. So being a capitalist, I own gold mines and I own silver mines. So when the dollar crashes, I get richer.
And that happens time and time again.
That's going to happen now. It's the biggest battle in history going on today. And the dollar is going to lose.
These are
What do you guys think? Those last clips were pretty intense as well. Got your wannabe president. He's around the same bad people that are doing horrible things to other people. You know, what do you take of all of these things? Are we seeing that maybe, just maybe, the world doesn't have the regular citizens' best interests? I mean, come on. We have to wake up and realize if the people who we are electing aren't doing the things that they are supposed to do for us as elected officials, we need to remove them and actually put people in front of us who's actually going to say what they say they're going to do, or do what they say they're going to do, and actually carry out the people's plan. Because I don't care who you are, how you are, whatever you are. I don't think anybody wants their money going somewhere where they would never go. I don't think anybody wants to be involved in something that don't have anything to do with them. And for what I would say for the people of color, we have to wake up and realize, yes, it'll always be character over color, but we live in a nation that has traditionally done nothing for us, everything to us, and made a mockery of it at the same time. Are we going to keep standing for that? And what I will say for people who aren't people of color, do you think it's just going to stop with us? You think that it's not going to go to you once they eradicate the people they want to eradicate? Look at what the world is doing. Look at what the world has traditionally done. They're going to keep going to the next group and the next group and the next group until they have their perfect lullaby or their perfect scenario as they want it. But they won't stop. We have to understand we are playing a bigger role in enabling the ridiculous behaviors of things that we wouldn't want to happen to ourselves or anyone else. We have to understand that we are enabling it. We are enabling it. We have to take accountability as well for all these things that are going on. We have to be more vocal about our money staying here where it belongs. We have to be more vocal about getting the people who want to send money elsewhere out and getting people who want to actually build here in. Because you can say what you want, but us as people, as the regular schmegular Joe Smo like myself here, we are going to be the ones that are going to take the brute force of any negligence of these people who are in charge, who are pushing things that we don't agree with. They're poisoning your air. They're poisoning your food. They're doing all of these things to you. They want to send people across the waters. They want to send your money across the waters. They want to leave equipment in countries to let them use to destroy us. I mean, what are we talking about? Aren't you tired of following people who are doing things that you would never do? Are you tired of following people who aren't being held accountable the way that you will be held accountable for doing the same ridiculous actions that they're doing? Yeah, we have to wake up. We have to wake up. We have to get more vocal, and we have to actually push back on these, because honestly, this is the traitorous, treasonous things that are happening to our nation. It's not you or me who's talking about the mishaps of people mishandling things that they should never. That's not the enemy of the state. That's not the enemy of the nation. The enemy of the nation is doing things that the people wouldn't want. dragging us in things that don't have anything to do with us, taking our money and then saying, hey, when there's catastrophes and things that's going on in our nation, we don't have any money or a measly $750 freaking dollars to do but to give you, while you send 400 billion or however much money anywhere else but here. It's time to wake up, or we won't have a country to wake up in. This is the BODHQ, the Believe or Deceive headquarters. Thanks for rocking with me. If you're new, I hope you continue. I'm just spreading awareness. All these videos are for entertainment purposes only. I'm just spreading awareness and head scratching videos for me that make me question what the hell's going on today. But don't believe anything I have to say. Everything that I say is false. Nothing I say is real. Everything I say is non-believable. Don't believe anything I say. Love your overlords. Love the things that they're telling you. Don't look into any of the things that I'm telling you to do. Don't do any of those things. I don't know what I'm talking about here. I'm just here for entertainment purposes to give you good stories. Well, if you've made it this far, I want to thank you. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment on the way out. Tell us how we can improve and grow the channel. Hit that notification bell to make sure you're here for the next one. And don't forget, all of our videos are for entertainment purposes only. Have a grand rest of your existence. Always remember, fortunate feelings forever and fortunate vibrations forever. And until next time.